Star Trek, Section 31, Everything You Need to Know. Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh stars in Star Trek, Section 31, and here's everything we know about Star Trek's first made-for-streaming movie. A spin-off of Star Trek, Discovery, Yeoh reprises her role as Emperor Philippa Georgiou, the former ruler of the Mirror Universe's Terran Empire, who joined Starfleet's mysterious Section 31 in Star Trek, Discovery Season 2. Star Trek, Section 31 was originally planned as an ongoing show, and in January 2019, development began on a Star Trek, Section 31 series, which was scheduled to film from May to November 2020. Yeoh's character, Emperor Georgiou, was written out of Star Trek, Discovery Season 3, to segue her into Section 31. However, the COVID-19 pandemic halted Section 31's production. Yeoh's availability also impacted Section 31, especially when she won the Best Actress Academy Award for Everything Everywhere All at Once. However, Yeoh used her Oscar clout to put Section 31 into production, this time as a feature film to stream on Paramount+. After the movie's long and laborious journey to get to the small screen, the reception for Star Trek Section 31 was as cold as the vast reaches of outer space. Securing a score on Rotten Tomatoes below 30%, the Paramount Plus exclusive was described as a disaster by Slate. More specifically, the site mentioned that Section 31 failed to feel like Star Trek and was instead a cheap imitation of Guardians of the Galaxy and the heist genre. Echoing those sentiments, IGN lamented the bland and derivative nature of the movie. Screen Rant was a bit softer on the movie, giving it a 6 out of 10 score, and mostly heaped praise upon Michelle Yeoh's performance. However, even the more positive review couldn't help but note that Section 31 was utterly devoid of the Star Trek magic. Joining Michelle Yeoh, who plays Philippa Georgiou in Star Trek, Section 31's cast are Sam Richardson, Omari Hardwick, Casey Roll, Rob Kaczynski, Sven Rygrock, Humberly Gonzalez, James Hiroyuki Liao, Joe Pang, Miku Marno, and Augusto Bitter. Roll plays the younger version of Rachel Garrett, the doomed future captain of the USS Enterprise C, who was played by Tricia O'Neill in the Star Trek, The Next Generation classic, Yesterday's Enterprise. Star Trek, Section 31's first teaser trailer premiered at San Diego Comic-Con 2024. Highlighting more action than Star Trek fans are typically accustomed to, Section 31's trailer also evokes a central dilemma as Emperor Georgiou's Black Ops spy team conflicts with the morality espoused by Starfleet. Section 31's trailer introduces the entire team Georgiou assembles, with the central characters appearing. It also shows intriguing flashbacks of Emperor Georgiou's blood-soaked past, with the young Philippa played by Miku Marno. With only a few weeks to go until the movie's premiere, Paramount dropped a full trailer for Star Trek, Section 31. The exciting trailer opens with Emperor Georgiou being recruited on a Section 31 mission that has galactic consequences. Teaming up with a ragtag group of other agents, Georgiou is willing to save others, but she will do it the Section 31 way. Besides showing off the movie's slick visuals and explosive action, the trailer also drops a few more hints about the various alien races that will appear in the movie. While the main adventure of the movie was exciting in its own right, the ending of Star Trek Section 31 was mostly devised to set up more stories in the future. The over-the-top doomsday weapon plot was tightly wrapped up by the final moments of the movie, but it's clear that Georgiou and the Black Ops group had only just gotten started. The ending also gave some closure to Georgiou herself, and it's clear that she's grown a bit from her previously ruthless form seen in Discovery. Star Trek, Section 31 movie ending and all twists explained. Section 31's place in Star Trek's timeline explained. What it means for TNG and Picard. Star Trek, Section 31 sequel setup. In the vast expanse of the Star Trek universe, where optimism, diplomacy, and exploration reign supreme, there lurks a darker force operating in the shadows, Section 31. This elusive and morally ambiguous organization challenges everything we know about the Federation's idealism. As the upcoming Star Trek Section 31 film starring Michelle Yeoh gears up for launch, it's the perfect time to dive deep into the secrets of this covert group. What is Section 31? Section 31 is a secretive intelligence agency within the United Federation of Planets, functioning outside the normal bounds of Starfleet regulations. While the Federation publicly espouses peace, cooperation, and adherence to the Prime Directive, Section 31 operates on a starkly different philosophy. The ends justify the means. If the Federation is the shining beacon of hope in the galaxy, Section 31 is its shadow, necessary perhaps, but always controversial. The group first appeared in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, where it was introduced through the character of Luther Sloan, a shadowy agent who tried to recruit Dr. Julian Bashir. Since then, Section 31 has shown up in Star Trek, Enterprise, Star Trek, Discovery, and even the Kelvin timeline films. Despite, or perhaps because of, their morally gray methods, Section 31 has become a fan-favorite concept, one that delves into espionage, ethics, and the hidden costs of peace. Origins and canon appearances. Section 31 gets its name from Article 14, Section 31 of the Starfleet Charter, which allows for extraordinary measures to be taken during times of extreme threat. The group interprets this as a license to act above and beyond Starfleet's oversight, creating black ops missions, assassinations, manipulations, and even biological warfare, all in the name of protecting the Federation. In Deep Space Nine, Section 31 is portrayed as manipulative and ruthless. They are responsible for attempting to brainwash Dr. Bashir and are later revealed to have engineered a virus to exterminate the Founders, the shape-shifting leaders of the Dominion. In Enterprise, they appear as early as the 22nd century, influencing events behind the scenes during the Federation's formative years. But it was in Star Trek Discovery where Section 31 was given a fresh, stylish update. With advanced cloaking tech, sleek ships, and operatives like Emperor Philippa Georgiou Michelle Yeoh, the organization became more than just shadowy figures. It became a legitimate narrative focus. The show expanded the scope of Section 31, positioning it as both a threat and a protector in a rapidly evolving galaxy. The Georgiou factor. One of the most compelling figures tied to Section 31 is the mirror universe version of Philippa Georgiou. After crossing over from a parallel reality where she ruled as a Terran emperor, she was recruited by Section 31 for her ruthlessness, tactical genius, and lack of moral hesitation. Michelle Yeoh's Georgiou is a force of nature, equal parts brutal and charismatic. Her character arc has gone from antagonist to uneasy ally, and now to a full-fledged lead in her own movie. The upcoming Star Trek Section 31 film will follow Georgiou as she's pulled into a mission that challenges everything she knows about loyalty, redemption, and her place in the Prime Universe. Yeoh's Emmy win and international stardom have only increased anticipation for the film, which promises to mix espionage thriller vibes with Star Trek's trademark moral complexity. Why it matters. Section 31 represents a provocative idea. Can utopia exist without someone getting their hands dirty behind the scenes? Is there room for espionage in a society built on transparency and cooperation? In many ways, Section 31 is Star Trek's answer to real-world intelligence organizations like the CIA or MI6, but with even fewer rules. It pushes the boundaries of what we're willing to accept in the name of security. While characters like Captain Picard would never condone their actions, the truth is Section 31's fingerprints are all over major turning points in Federation history. This duality, light and dark, idealism and pragmatism, is what gives Section 31 its staying power. It's an organization that forces both the characters and the audience to confront uncomfortable questions about ethics, sacrifice, and what it really takes to maintain a peaceful society. What to expect from the film? Though plot details for Star Trek Section 31 remain classified fitting, right? Early teases suggest a slick, fast-paced thriller,